Ron has volunteered to read Andrew Porter's obituary.
Here. Okay, December 8th, 1888. Andrew Porter was born in Wythe County, Virginia in the year 1823, and the year of 1866 or 1867 he came to Kentucky. He was converted in Grayson County, Virginia at a camp meeting under the preaching of Bishop H.N. McIntyre in the year of 1853 and joined the Methodist Episcopal Church South.
Hold it right there, Ron. That bishop, and some of you have heard this before, that bishop is the one who 20 years later went on to found Vanderbilt University.
With $1 million from Cornelius Vanderbilt.
Yes, he went to Cornelius Vanderbilt and had him donate the money for the university.
Church South, and was licensed to preach in the year of 1863.
Hang on a minute. It was the Episcopal Church South because they were split over the slavery issue. And
Episcopal, not Methodist.
Methodist
Episcopal
South.
Church South.
He preached often as a local preacher and done a good work wherever he lived. He was faithful in the discharge of his duty as a local preacher. His place was always filled at church. He was married to Miss Lucy Kernut, and God blessed their union with 12 children, 6 boys and 6 girls.
Whoa.
2 girls and 1 boy preceded him to the spirit world. The others are all members of the church and professed faith in Christ. How true when a child is raised as you would have it go, it will never depart from it. He died May 20th, 1888 in the triumph of faith.
It was my privilege to be his pastor 4 years. A more faithful man I never knew. He was always ready to give an answer of the hope he had in Christ.
In his last hours, he was perfectly happy, and after his tongue and had ceased to perform its office as a signal, he lifted up his hand toward heaven as he fell asleep in Jesus. He is greatly missed by all who knew him, but he rests with God. He will be greatly missed by his children, whom he had taught to pray. He will be missed by the church and class to which he belonged, as he was always present at prayer and class meetings. His theme was that of sanctification. He talked it and preached it wherever he went. He did not only profess wherever he went, he did it. He lived in Christ. His last talk with his pastor was on the subject of sanctification. He was an able defender of the doctrine of Methodism. His sons are all public members in the church. Their homes are the homes of the Methodist preachers, like that of their father who raised them. Some of the preachers of the Western Virginia Conference, when they see this, will remember Brother Porter. We expect to meet and stay with him in our Father's house. His funeral was preached by the writer to a large congregation of friends of the second Sunday in November 1888. May God bless the bereaved family. May they follow his influence and example and meet him in heaven.
This funeral that they talk about having here was 6 months after Andrew died.
Wow.
But, you know, it probably gave time for the whole family to get together and come right here. Would have been right here in the church. And
Wow.